Hello there, friends. Welcome to Start Early Today, your daily dose of mindfulness and positivity. How's it going? Hope you're doing well wherever you may be. Hope you're sailing along, moving along in accord with a higher order, with a bigger picture. Hope you are gaining this big sense of wholeness that each and every moment in your life, in your waking life, you can take a step back and zoom out and see the correctness in things. Because that is where all of our suffering come from. It's all in our contending and wrestling with what is, with reality. So be skillful in dropping in. Make it a habit of going into solitude, even for 5 minutes, even for a minute. Or you can also be dropped into full presence in the middle of activity. And this is what they call flow. It can be as menial as tidying up your surroundings or washing your dishes or driving. Your peace and your contentment and your joy does not depend on a grandiose moment out of the here and now. It has been said that happiness is the abandonment of the need for it. Because if you really drop in and sit still, you get to realize that everything is correct. Everything is supposed to happen and everything is just supposed to be where it is and how it is. So I invite you to be skillful and make it more often to live in being mode rather than in thinking mode. In thinking mode, we always compute, compare, analyze, dissect, and it never ends. But that's okay. That's the nature of the mind, to ask, to discover, to compute, and to know. But the truth is, my friend, we cannot know everything all at once. Everything is just presented as it is needed in divine timing. At the right moment, you are where you are because it is supposed to be. Unless you shift the trajectory of your life through deliberate planning and deliberate action. But you are where you are because you brought yourself there, and there's nothing wrong with it. And I'd like for you to ease yourself of your suffering by quitting blame. If you quit blaming, you take hold of your life. You get to face life head on and become accountable for oneself. Taking ownership of what happens, because each and every moment of your life is up to you. The main and the only thing that you can control is how you think about things and how you receive and perceive things. And one good skill that we teach in startearlytoday.com is to receive everything through the filter of love. If you receive criticism, or it can be anything, an event, a concept, other people's behavior, if that is received through the eyes of love, and then you're going to be liberated. You're going to be freed from the tyranny of the mind, because the mind makes up stories that are limiting beliefs that sets boundaries against your freedom. But allow things to flow, allow things to be. There's really nothing to fix and nowhere to go. It's just here. Give that a try. Give that a try. And if there's a fire and an inspiration that is burning within you, ask yourself, what is the next best step? And these steps can be clarified through inquiry and journaling and quietness. So accepting what is, becoming a lover of what is a great skill to learn and a great thing to practice and to know God's business, other people's business, and your business. Your business is what goes on inside your head. As I titled my book, I titled it, It's All in Your Head, Friend. It's on Amazon. Feel free to check it out. Because everything is just happening inside of our heads. The stories that make us feel things, and when we feel things, it becomes energy and it affects your nervous system and it affects your whole beingness, and it affects the quality of your life. It affects your time here on earth. Now I desire for you to make these wise decisions of taking ownership and taking ownership, responsibility, and accountability to the quality of your life and where your life is going. Closing that gap between where you are and where you want to be. Talking to your future self. You can talk to your future self in deep meditation. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In the areas of your life of relationship, financial, spiritual, emotional. How do you see yourself? How do you spend your days? How do you spend your hours? And you can live a life of intention and a life of clarity. That we're walking the path towards the fullness of what we can truly be. So know these metrics. What are you really going for in the next 90 days? In the next week, what are the things that need to happen that is within your control, that you can knock off, that you can bang out? The first things that you can easily manage is tidy up your surroundings. Get organized with your affairs. And then make your body fit, because gravity is there and there's a floor. You can bang out 100 push-ups and it will immediately change your well-being, your state. It'll increase your heart rate. It will produce dopamine, serotonin, norepinephrine. These are chemicals that are... one interesting fact I found out today is that we are producers of protein. Our natural bodies, they produce natural proteins. And what we need is the vessel for the protein to be made. And those can be found in fruits and vegetables. That's why you can see ripped vegans all over the internet. So it's not necessarily that you get protein when you eat certain types of protein. You produce the environment and the right components for which protein is to be produced within your body. That's the beauty of life. It's not linear. It's all interconnected. So if you know of these things, you are really in control of where your life is going to go. And it starts with the way you are physically, because that's the most immediate thing that you can control. You can control your arm, you can control your limbs. So practice that sovereignty. You lead yourself, you lead the army of your body, because within us are many little brains Each and every part of you is made up of an intelligence that if led by an initiative of you, they will follow. So lead yourself towards the best self that you can fathom, that you can imagine. What does this look like? How does it present itself, him or herself, to people, to the public? How does it help the world become a better place? Right? Do you take from the world or do you give to the world? Are you a vessel of change? Are people influenced or inspired by you by the mere fact of your presence? What's your message? What type of data are you consuming? What kind of food are you consuming? So wisdoms are there. It has been there all throughout the ages. There's Jesus, there's Buddha. So become that love, become that vessel of love, and open yourself up so that the divinity will have a clear conduit and the messages will be clear on what you need to do. And when you are aligned with this purpose, with this higher calling, life gets a lot simpler. You just go. You just go in alignment of your highest purpose. And it starts with finding beauty where you are. That life is a gift that we're given each day to make new of something. To not repeat yesterday's mistakes. And to think of it, there aren't really mistakes, they're just lessons. They are gifts if you frame it that way. And people that are of high accord, they have this attitude of not being afraid to fail, having the courage and tenacity to show up, the curiosity of a scientist, and continuing and building up and compounding on what they have learned in the past. So wherever you might be now is a very exciting place. Wherever you are is the leading edge of creation. Wherever you are, you can build something out of, from the learnings that you have garnered or earned since you were born. And letting go of trauma, letting go of drama, anything that does not serve the purpose of your highest self. And how do we do this? It is by identifying that ideal self first. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be a compassionate, centered, creative person? So live that in your mind, and your nervous system will receive that data and you will just act accordingly. So if you dictate to the subconscious mind that I am strong, I am beautiful, I'm in the right place at the right time, I am here for a great mission and a great purpose, I am beyond surviving and just paying bills and just just getting by, making ends meet. Life is beyond that. If you welcome in the bigger life, the bigger you, the truth of what you are. If you can imagine the truth of what you are, that is infinite, boundless, and inexhaustible, and perpetually regenerating, then you will have peace. Because one big contributor of our non-peace is this feeling of stuckness, which is an illusion. Because everything's moving. Your blood is moving, air is moving, you are breathing, you're a very intelligent machinery. You're filtering blood for your kidneys and heart and spleen and bones to function well. It takes a whole lot of intelligent systems that are on automaton, that are autotelic. And we focus too much on the small part of the brain, the reptilian brain, the intellect that keeps on thinking, and we've gone so addicted to thinking that we think that that's the whole world, the world of thoughts. But there's a bigger world than the world of thoughts, and that is this. Boom! Banging the bell. What does that mean? It's everything. It's everything right now. The expansion of here, that the universe is expanding, that you are aware, that you are awareness. Satchitananda, ever new bliss, is knowing that you are aware. And to know that it is a gift. And you tap into this grateful flow, that you're just grateful for life. That you are gifted this ride. It is a ride of learning from childhood to adulthood and then exiting. And life, it's just part of life. Your whole life is just a part of life. See, you can't be attached to your whole life as just you, the persona. You're a part. Everything is you, and you are everything. That which is the dwelling place of all beings, and to whom which all beings dwell, and the one who dwells in all. It's all the same thing. So all is one. You're not separate from the wisest person, the richest person, and the beggar. You are all of it. And you as a creator, you navigate your way through your choices day by day. But you have the potential to become what you wish to be. How? Get mentored, get coached, talk to me, or talk to a person that you look up to and ask how he does it. Because knowing that path and you going about it, leaving your past patterns, you will then create a new person, a hybrid, a 2.0. But it won't happen on its own unless you really go for it, to do the things that you have never done before. And that's the nature of life, right? Things that you did once. Don't you remember the things that you did once? When you changed the routine and you just drove up to the beach, life is counted that way. For me, it's worthwhile and meaningful if you create these tiny adventures beyond routine. And what makes it really special is you deciding to create those special moments. And it can be right here, right now, by yourself, and just acknowledging the divinity that is within you. Know that there's no lack. Know that each and every moment is complete as it is, that your value is inherent and that you are loved. And it starts by loving yourself, loving your situation, and each and every obstacle that you come across is a gift because it is part of your gradual becoming. You take that away, it just becomes a boring movie. But you are a national best-selling novel. So do each day with fervor and enthusiasm. Enthusiasm coming from the word theos, which means God. When we are enthused, we are imbibed with the Spirit of God. So make time to Godify yourself. Connect to the infinite spirit. Tap into your infinite, unique creativity. And give it to the world. Give it to the world as service. Not expecting something in return. That's a linear zero-sum game. The game is infinite, my friend. It's a game of infinity that the goal is to just keep playing. And as you keep playing, chance, serendipity happens. You're being shown signs through synchronicities and hunches. So stay tuned and stay tapped into your inner brain instead of aside from the prefrontal cortex or the limbic, shall I say, put it more correctly, the limbic brain. The prefrontal cortex is the one that discerns as well, so it's open-minded. That's it, my friend. So I can't wait for you to become your best self. And we're all here. We're all learning. That's it for today. Go to startearlytoday.com. I've been publishing letters every day. Some people are liking it, some people aren't liking it. Feel free to unsubscribe if it's not your cup of tea. But I'm just here to look for my 100 devotees. Those ones who truly resonate with the truth that I am feeling and I'm compelled to share. It's pretty simple. It's the godliness in you, and within that entails all the dreams that you can ever fathom and more. And we're here to live this. We're here to work on it. We're here to get specific about our deal here on earth. And I'm here to serve you and help you. Feel free to book a call. I've been loving my conversations with people. I offer this free discovery 1-hour call to get to know you, to get to know your dreams and where you think you're stuck. And we'll look at it from many different angles, and we carve a path that is suited for you. Some people call it life coaching. Some people call it guidance. Some people call it a little kick in the butt. But we're here to just help each other out. If you are interested, go to startearlytoday.com and book a call. Sign up to my Substack. It's called Make Pure Thy Heart. It's all about purity, my friend. Purify your thoughts, or purify rather the awareness that are looking at the thoughts. And then, to use Steve Jobs' language, be able to discern the noise against the signal. Okay? Are you running on noise? Are you running hither and thither, fixing the symptoms? We can get to the core and get to the heart of it. Get to what it is you really want. And sometimes we're embarrassed, we're shy, because society expects us to become just a normal human being. And it really takes courage to radiate one's essence and to shout out one's dream. But if two people are talking about it, its reality gets more concrete. Its resonance, the universe can read it. And one good thing to know is that nothing is ever solid, my friend. It's all just strings and dots, whirling, vibrating energies. Dip into the work of Richard Feynman. He explains things very simply, that we're all just jiggly things. And if everything is in the hazy wave state, we can bring it into the material world, harden it through thought, belief, feeling, and action. This is Paolo, your friend. And I'm wishing you the best. You wish yourself the best, because there's nothing you cannot be, do, or have. If you are inspired, feel free to share. That's it for today. Namaste.